Our next guest is Pryor, who you may know via Fly My Pretties. That's certainly the first time I heard you, You wrote that song, Singing in My Soul, didn't you?
Right, yeah.
Hold this mic up
Oh,
here,
that's
man.
right, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the microphone.
Don't overdo it,
yeah.
but there's a good place.
Thank you.
Singing in My Soul is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
And you're also from the Ukulele Orchestra, the Woolshed Sessions.
Yep.
But today you're nominated for Gee Whiz Machines. Now, for those that aren't aware of this amazing little TV show, I'm going to call it a TV show even though it's mostly online.
Yeah.
Describe Gee Whiz Machines for us.
Like you say, it's like a TV show that isn't on TV. You see it online. It's 4 episodes.
Yep.
Am I okay with the microphone?
You're all right.
Okay. You can hold it if you want.
No. Oh, okay. I'll hold it for you. How's that?
Thanks, that's better. You can hold it.
I got this.
I can describe Gee Whiz Machines to you.
Yeah, now how would you describe it?
I describe it as a whole bunch of Rube Goldberg machines. So, you know, those little machines where you have the balls running down into a cup that knocks something else over and knocks something else over. It's beautifully whimsical. It's got science in it. And if you're looking for something for school holiday viewing, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Although there could be a lot of creative mischief, right?
That's true, yeah. We weren't sure how the kids would respond to all this stuff because there's always things that are going wrong and they might be climbing up on the shelves and trying to recreate these crazy machines that are on the show. And
I would also describe it as, you know, it's almost silent TV. It goes back to a really classic visual way of storytelling.
Yeah.
So tell me about making the music for that show and what were your instructions and did you learn more as episodes went on?
I learned how much more music I had to make as each episode came along. Like the workload was pretty big because, as you say, there's so very little dialogue in there, and the music has to tell a lot of the story as it goes. So that was a great challenge. And one of the references I was given early on was Tom and Jerry. And Tom and Jerry, you've just got all the animated action, and you've got the incredible orchestral scores that were, done the proper way back in the day.
Yes.
So that was one of the starting points, and it was definitely a really exciting challenge to bring the whole thing to life with just the right tone of music, just the right kind of pace, and all those kind of things. It was a great challenge.
And also, I'd imagine you'd start to get quite resourceful about the types of instruments and sounds that you use for Gee Whiz Machine.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, the whole thing was just like kind of. I guess, to be honest, I approached it the same way as I approach anything else, which is you kind of go with your hunches, what should this sound like? You start playing your instruments. Most often, the first ones you go for are great, it's just kind of the thing that comes with time.
Yeah.
But sometimes it won't work and you'll be searching for what does that sound, or maybe in your sleep at night, you're like, what should this thing be? How do I make that bit work? It just kind of comes the way it comes. So.
Would you be interested in making more music for TV and maybe even film?
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun, and
cool.
I've always loved that world, the film world, and the fact that with music anyway, you're working with people's emotions. With music and film, there's just this whole emotional world. Like, it can be so impactful, and I find that really exciting. So yeah, I definitely love to do more.
You're a deep thinker, man. I get a good vibe from you. You see the whole picture.
Yeah, thanks. I try to think as deeply as I possibly can at all times.
Yeah. Dwell in that, my friend, and have a good evening. Do you have a favourite song out of the 5 finalists in the Silver Scroll?
I really enjoy listening to Thomas Oliver's song. It's just enjoyable to listen to. So I'm kind of slightly leaning there, but I think they're all great.
It's a very, very clever pop song, and I think he's a remarkable musician with a great future. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you, man. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening.